Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Altcoin incoming rally will melt faces when the Gaussian channel turns green. Guys, this coming from Mikey Bull Crypto on Twitter. In the previous cycles, it experienced this and new all-time highs were achieved. So here's Mikey's chart here on the total two, as you guys can see, and he's plotted these Gaussian channels. When they turn green, he is suggesting that's when we're going to see an alt season, and we're already kind of seeing a bit of an alt season now. Crypto returns are moving from Bitcoin to altcoins, but guys, this is still just the beginning. We're not even in this cycle proper yet. And so on this chart, you guys can see when it turns red, money's moving back into Bitcoin. Again, this is the total two chart here, but now we're moving above that. So he is suggesting that we are going to be flipping green very soon. As you guys can see, Bitcoin is forming what is looking like, the beginnings of a double top pattern. So who knows where Bitcoin is going to go next? Probably down, but technically we still don't know yet. Bitcoin right now is trading in and around 43,700, and it has been for a while. If I throw this on the 4 hour here, you guys can see Bitcoin has just been vacillating really in this channel since December the 4th. Up and down and up and down, and now we're up again, but we still haven't broached this level up here, which is that top 44,700 if my memory serves me correctly. Yeah, 44,700 per BTC. So are we going to broach that? It's a tough slog at this point, and that double top pattern is not looking positive for the King Crypto. However, I'm still keeping my eye on the situation. We can see greed here, guys, is still at a high of 75. So generally when the market does really heat up, we're going to see the greed in the 80s. Most likely, the market cap here is 1.66 trillion. We've got 24-hour volume up a bit. Bitcoin dominance, though, still holding at around 51%. We've got the altcoins, some of them in the green, some of them are, kind of down a little bit. So things are kind of cooling off at this moment in time. We've got Maddox up 7.3%, one of the better performers in the top 20. We've got DOT, that's up 7.22. And of course, Solana is still up 7.61%, almost hitting $100 per coin. And now, as you guys can see, it is solidly in the number 4 spot here. With a $40 billion market cap compared to XRP's $33.6 billion market cap. XRP is up only a little bit in the last 24 hours. Let me just bring up XRP. You guys can see the XRP price still hovering in and around 62 cents. So not too much movement for XRP. Mind you, Solana, guys, wow, a bit of a retrace now. If you take a look at that on the 4-hour chart, let me throw that on the daily for you guys. Don't know how many Solana investors are in the crowd, but check this out. Even this, we take the Fibonacci from the top to the bottom here, and this trend, it looks as though has only just begun. Only has it now surpassed the 0.236, and we're approaching the 0.382. So even for coins like Solana, guys, we are still just getting started. So is a Christmas rally on the horizon? This one courtesy of ISO 20022. Let's do it on Twitter. This is from Forbes. The prospect of ETFs could bring a Bitcoin Santa rally. And so, I've talked about this on this channel in the past. Since 2013, there's been a technical Santa Claus rally in Bitcoin 5 times. But the good years far outweigh the bad. The positive turns an average of about 11.76 in return. So as we can see, leading up to Christmas, this has been the case. Now, of course, Bitcoin 4-year cycles generally top in and around, in 2017, it topped in and around December of 2017, January 2018. We saw it happen a little earlier last cycle, but this is generally what we've seen. 2020 saw an interesting correlation with Bitcoin benefiting from the beer flu and more institutional demand from companies like MicroStrategy, Tesla, and The Block. 2016, when I was not here, was similar as well. It was a year of geopolitical uncertainty with Trump getting elected, which ended up buoying markets. The initial coin offering craze was just getting started, and it fell on the calendar 6 months after a major bullish event in crypto. And then there was also the crypto halving there. The Santa Claus rally happened about 76% of the time in equity markets since 1950. So there's a correlation not just with cryptocurrency, but with other markets as well. There's no singular reason for the surge, but one common explanation is that investors waiting to sell profitable assets until January to defer a capital gains tax bill by an additional year. So there is some rhyme and reason to this. We have already seen Bitcoin hit that 44,000 USD level. So maybe we have seen a bit of a front running this Santa Claus rally. Again, guys, the Santa Claus rally only happens during the end of December, mid-December leading up to the end of December. And then what do we see? We see a sell-off. So another indication here, another clue, I guess I should say, as to where we're going to see this Bitcoin trend turn next. Again, I'm waiting on the sidelines with cash, and for my Patreon subscribers at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel, I'm going to be letting you guys know what my next move is going to be. It is only $5 a month if you guys are interested. Brad Garlinghouse coming out, taking shots at Gary Gensler, stunning hypocrisy from the person who cozied up to the biggest fraud in recent memory. Gensler is a political liability whose actions have decimated customers and destroyed the integrity of the SEC while remaining buddy-buddy with Wall Street. Gary Gensler did just post this yesterday. You know, he says here there's a lot of non-compliance in the crypto space. It undermines confidence when so many people have been hurt. Oh, Gary, please give me a break. Anyway, here's the clip.
There's a lot of non-compliance with the securities laws that are there to help give you the disclosure so you can make the investment decision, but also to protect you against fraud and manipulation. And there's been far too much fraud and bad actors in the crypto field. There's a lot of non-compliance, not only with the securities laws, but other laws around anti-money laundering and protecting the public. This is really the Wild West, and it's around the globe. I would say again, this is a small part of our U.S. capital markets, but it can undermine confidence when so many people have been hurt, and all they can do is then stand in line at a bankruptcy court, and it's not just one actor, and it's not just, oh, it's just a few bad actors over here. This is something that pervades a lot of this field globally, and it's hard for the good faith actors even to compete because there's so many challenges elsewhere.
I love the fact that even though Gary Gensler did post this, reader context has been added by the X platform. Crypto companies like Coinbase, a public company that the SEC oversaw listing of, have been trying to gain clarity on SEC guidance for compliance for the past few years. The SEC hasn't taken a clear stance and has relied on regulation by enforcement. Boom goes the dynamite. So I think Brad Garlinghouse does have a point here. Stunning hypocrisy from Gary Gensler. And Gary's even being called out on Twitter. But the SEC has, in fact, to some degree, owned up on their missteps. This one coming from Michael Branch on Twitter. SEC admitting errors in enforcement proceedings. Check this out, guys. In a notable admission of procedural missteps, the SEC has expressed serious and deep regret, in their words, these are quotes, over errors made during a recent enforcement proceeding. This rare acknowledgement from the regulatory body came via a new filing, highlighting a commitment to rectify these inaccuracies and prevent future occurrences. And guys, here's what they said here. Commission attorneys failed to correct the statement when inaccuracy. So somebody just highlighted some of the pertinent wording. The commission takes the court's concern seriously and deeply regrets these errors, taking steps to ensure these errors are not repeated. So the SEC coming out, they are saying that they are taking corrective measures. In response, the SEC has launched a comprehensive set of corrective measures. Notably, the enforcement director has designated senior attorneys from the Denver Regional Office for oversight to bolster expertise and oversight. A veteran trial attorney from his office will helm the litigation team. So the SEC, it's getting harder and harder for them to hide under these cases. And, with more people calling them out, especially in the crypto space, it's just becoming that much more difficult, which is great for us. So, when Brad Garlinghouse comes out and criticizes Gary Gensler, this is the CEO of probably the biggest cryptocurrency related company on planet Earth. Dare I say? So, when you have the CEO of Ripple coming out criticizing Gary Gensler, of course, we know the history there. XRP being in litigation because of the SEC. Well, it is becoming clearer and clearer. And I think, Congress has definitely seen it. SEC losing their legitimacy, especially with Gary Gensler at the helm. Anyway, wanted to thank Michael for posting that. Crypto Law posted this, guys. XRP ruled not a security. This apparently was the #1 story of 2023 when it comes to cryptocurrency. So from NFTs to XRP, the biggest crypto stories of 2023. And I will link this in the description of the video for you guys. I'm just going to list them off here. Number 10, Blur besting OpenSea. Okay. Layoffs is number 9, the sequel. The king of Ethereum staking. Number 8. Number 7 is Celsius CEO Alex Mashinsky was arrested. Number 6 6, the partisan divide comes for blockchains. Number 5, SEC's grayscale loss. That was a big one. The number 4, the depegging of USDC as Silicon Valley Bank fails and regulators shutter Silvergate and Signature Bank. So a lot of this stuff, well, not a lot of it, but some of it is fairly negative news. Down here, Sam Bankman-Fried, number 3, found guilty on all counts. Number 2, Changpeng Zhao out of Binance, possibly headed to jail. But number 1, guys, XRP ruled not a security. So this made number 1 on the list. What does that tell you? So a few things. XRP ruled as not a security. So, a lot of the coins that are very similar to XRP could follow, maybe will follow in those footsteps. Maybe we'll get a lot more traction this coming bull run. So, keep your eye on those particular cryptocurrencies. That is also allowed for, the exchanges in the US to relist XRP. So we're going to have more on and off ramps available for XRP traders. Guys, this is all positive news. This is all great news. And we should be very, very happy and very excited about that. Wow, made number 1 here on the list. And this list, courtesy of Axios there. So wanted to thank Crypto Law for posting that and Axios for their article. Now, guys, Tony Edward from the Thinking Crypto podcast, he posted this clip of his interview with John Deaton. Is a settlement between Ripple and the SEC still on the table? We got to ask ourselves this because there is still a court case, and even though XRP has clarity, there are still some things to hash out. How does Elizabeth Warren's attack on crypto impact settlement talks? Well, John Deaton does talk about this, guys. Listen to this.
But potentially a settlement could be in the works. That's still on the table?
We're in war. Elizabeth Warren just initiated that bill. It bans Bitcoin in the United States. It says that validating nodes have to comply with anti-money laundering policy. Software code with nodes out there in the world have to, how do you know your customer if you're validating a transaction on a decentralized ledger? You can't. So that's why it's a de facto ban. Is the SEC going to say, okay, well, let's come to grips and agree that XRP sold on exchanges is not a security, but Cardano is? I don't see it. The only thing that I see causing the settlement is if Coinbase wins their motion to dismiss. Otherwise, it's still a war, man.
We are still at war, unfortunately. Crypto traders, retail traders specifically, just trying to navigate through this uncertainty. And if you guys want to watch the full interview, it is linked in this tweet, and I will link this in the description. I do urge you guys to watch Tony's podcast, subscribe to his channel too, if you guys haven't yet. Anyway, wanted to thank Tony and John Deaton, obviously, for posting that. Guys, we got some VChain news. VChain, one of those cryptocurrencies that is in my legacy portfolio again, and the $10,000 plus portfolio that you can find at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. VChain has been quite impressive as of late, I've got to say. Right now, trading at about 3.5 cents. Has been one of those cryptocurrencies that has seen quite a bit of movement during this altcoin rally. And VChain was also highlighted in a recent journal article, exploring the potential impact of selected blockchain-based financial applications on the financial industry. This one courtesy of Eisenreich here on Twitter. And so here's the abstract. This research paper explores the landscape of blockchain-based financial applications within the financial industry. So VChain now partnering up, looking to enter into finance. Blockchain technology has emerged as a transformative force, offering a range of opportunities and challenges for financial institutions and companies. This paper highlights the potential benefits of blockchain, including enhanced efficiency, reduced costs, and increased security and transparency. However, the regulatory, legal, technical, and operational challenges are also, very, very important here. Through successful case studies with Bitcoin, Ripple, Maker, DAO, and VChain, this paper illustrates a tangible impact of blockchain on financial solutions. This research emphasizes the need for collaboration, innovation, and problem solving to address these hurdles associated with blockchain integration. So I was talking about this the other day. VChain also looking to expand their verticals. So very positive for this particular crypto project, and for VET token holders looking to dabble into the world of finance, although I feel like that world at this point is fairly saturated. They're still looking for other options. I mean, the VET token is very versatile, and we're seeing some great appreciation for this particular cryptocurrency. So wanted to thank Eisenreich there for posting that. Another one here from Eisenreich just just related to VChain on the heels of that last article. So make sure you guys are keeping your vet safe. I know depending on the model of whatever cold storage device you may be using, some cryptocurrencies might not be supported. So, it's good to find something that does support, as many cryptocurrencies as possible. And obviously, every single week, month, year, new technology comes out. There's more support on the Ledger Nano devices, for example. I do have an affiliate link for the Ledger Nano cold storage device in the description of this video. You can use it if you want. You do not have to use it. I know they've been having their issues. However, they have come back out of that. Ledger is a super company that always does follow up and never hides behind their mistakes. But here, guys, just a bit of a public service announcement. Seed phrases, keep them secret, keep them safe. Don't connect your wallet to any shady dApps. I think this is the biggest thing here. Only download the apps that are from those official sites. You don't want to get into trouble. So only download things that are secure, that are safe, that are known. VChain staff will never PM you and ask you about your vet wallet. So guys, this is just another one of those scams that has been circulating around. Wanted to thank Eisenreich just for letting us know about that. But put your hand up in the air if you're an XRP holder. Okay, I can't see anybody in the back. All right, yeah, no, I can't see you guys actually, but I think you get my point. We're here for the XRP. That is the lion's share of my holdings. And people, I feel like at this point in the cycle, it's it's the same as 2019. People are getting bored and tired of holding XRP. This coming from Cryptos here on Twitter. They can't take it anymore. All positive signs in his opinion. So when we get people getting very tired of this and getting very upset that their XRP is not moving, this is when we should get really excited. And so he brings up some statistics here. First, I kind of wanted to show you guys something that Bill pointed out. If you point out how weak the long-term trend for XRP price movement has been since 2017, expect a lot of heat and just sell your bags then replies. Just don't expect to initiate a sensible debate on the topic and the reasons why. So a little bit critical here, retweeting out Mr. Hubert's tweet, which says, if you had chosen to invest $10,000 into a comprehensive index tracking the overall cryptocurrency market instead of buying $10,000 worth of XRP 6 years ago, your initial investment would have grown by 2,100%, worth now about $220,000 instead of your $15,000. If you like this tweet, follow for more negative and bearish price analysis on XRP. Well, the math is right. And if you're in this to win this like I am, well, I mean, I would have, if hindsight is 2020, I would have rather put my $10,000 worth into something else 6 years ago. But alas, I'm holding my legacy XRP. I've cost averaged down to 17 cents at this point. Granted, I have been in the space for a while. And I'm holding, guys, and it is still the lion's share of my portfolio. But that said, this is why I'm diversifying this time around, and you can find all those picks, entry points. I'm going to be talking about target exits at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. So, that is part of it. The other part is, my legacy XRP portfolio. Where do I sell? I feel like a lot of us are in this same boat here. Bill Morgan also brought this up. Okay, what is most interesting or concerning about those figures is the daily XRP volume is lower on this day for this year and not this day of any other of the previous 6 years. Well, check this out, okay? First of all, if we look at bear years, i.e. 2018 and 2022, you can see the volume is in fact lower, 724 million and 743 million respectively. Right now in 2023, we have an XRP worth 62 cents approximately, and that's 1.1 billion, okay? Almost 1.2 billion in volume. But you can see, in former years, we have seen volume higher, like 3.6 billion in 2017, 3.7 billion in 2021. Those were bull years. Those were top bull years with the most appreciation. So we're going to see volume fluctuate with that. The thing I find interesting is the fact that 2019, a very similar year to this year, 2023, XRP was only trading at 19 cents back then. It is trading at 62 cents today. So now with the on and off ramps, guys, we're going to see, hopefully the theory goes, we're going to see this trend move higher. So, even back in 2019 when we did have, when we did not have that clarity on XRP. Now, 2019 was obviously before the lawsuit, but by the height of the bull run in 2021, we were in the midst of the lawsuit. And on this day, let's just find the marker here. On this day, December, you guys can see that down there, December 22nd, 2019. Just going to put the price tool here, and I'm going to bring it up, guys, all the way to the high up here. you guys can see XRP did rally 932%, even with the uncertainty, okay? XRP did not see new all-time highs. So this is a very conservative, I guess we'll call it a conservative rally based on the factors at play here. Well, guys, now we're in 2023. XRP is now trading at 62 cents per coin. And even if we were to take that same amount here, okay, 900, and again, let's remember this is conservative, 932%. Here, let me just bring that up. 932, roughly 32%, give or take. Well, where would that bring us, guys? That would bring us to an XRP worth about $6.40. Now, the interesting thing about this, okay, and I'm going to just throw a Fibonacci on the top of this trend here, okay, not the all-time high, but the top of the most recent trend here, bringing it to the trough, and bring that down there. Check this out. If I, let me just take that off auto. Wow, 933% approximately lines up perfectly with the 3.618. Okay, and that hits the $6.40 mark. Now again, guys, remember, this is a conservative estimate. So the chances of XRP going much higher, I mean, even going past the 4.236, I think could be very likely. Remember, when we saw all-time high, throwing a Fibonacci there to the bottom of the trough, we got up to roughly $13 per XRP, just over $13. So guys, I'm thinking, you know, even if we saw the same amounts, 932, 933% during this bull run versus last bull run, taking into consideration where we are today, a $6.40 XRP certainly is achievable, and maybe even just the beginning. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.